My name is Byron Ruano, and I am a junior at Binghamton University. I am participating in the third semester of the Evans Cup tournament. My proposition affirms a resolution that the sale of sugary drinks should be banned in primary and secondary schools in the United States. Saying that common American society is one of active consumers is as true as saying that seawater is salty. We as people love to shop and acquire as many possessions as possible. We seem to have an unquenchable thirst for the infinite amount of goods that we do not own. Sadly enough for us, food, a necessity for the survival of human life, has in our current culture become just another object of mass production. People all over America choose to focus on the business of food instead of maintaining a good nutrition. Every day, Americans, young and old, white and black, male and female, all pay for overpriced lattes instead of brewing coffee at home. They enjoy delicious taste of the bad quality components of fast food during lunch break. They buy a bag of potato chips instead of eating a fruit bar from home. And worst of all, they consume an insane amount of sugary drinks without ever realizing the kind of damage that they are inflicting on their health and their bodies. It is no secret that the United States has a huge problem with overweight and obesity, along with all of the dangerous health complications to which they are linked. Any person in today's world is a simple Google search away from finding out that the United States is one of the leading countries in population overweight and obesity. In fact, over the last 4 decades, this ratio has increased so tremendously that according to an article from the Harvard Health Publications of Harvard Medical School, 2 out of every 3 Americans is now overweight or obese. All of this information describes the current state of American society, and we, as the people that make up this society, should at least make an attempt to improve the quality of our health and that of this country's youth. The kids of our nation are the future of our society, and we are currently raising them under a system that encourages unhealthy living habits that actively deteriorate their future. As stated in a fact sheet of the World Health Organization, obesity increases the risk of illnesses such as diabetes, cardiovascular diseases like heart attacks and strokes, and even of some cancers. The same fact sheet also states that childhood obesity is associated with a higher chance of obesity, premature death, and disability in adulthood. But in addition to increased future risks, obese children experience breathing difficulties, increased risk of fractures, hypertension, early markers of cardiovascular disease, insulin resistance, and psychological effects. This alone should be enough for the people to desire and demand change and drive us towards what I think is the best option for our society. States need to enact legislation that bans the sale of sugary drinks in primary and secondary schools in the United States. Sugary drinks are among the worst edible products that a human can consume and are huge factors in the development and maintenance of overweight and obesity in the American youth. In order to get ahead on the battle against obesity and its highly negative effects, we need to act now. A ban on the sale of sugary drinks to this nation's professionals and workers of tomorrow seems like the best start to ensure a better quality of life in the future. Although the legislation may not be enough to deal with the entire problem of obesity, it is a significantly good approach at dealing with a condition that the World Health Organization describes as preventable. Considering the health and wellness aspect of our society, it is logical then that the sale of sugary drinks in primary and secondary schools in the United States should be prohibited.